All right, this is a super viral video, which if you watch throughout this next few minutes, you will slowly see Phoenix's soul leave his body. As this is a viral video from the last day or so, 15 million views. We made a $200 million AI movie in just one day. Yes, this is 100% real. Phoenix, you've seen this.
Yep.
We're going to watch this. I don't want to hear your thoughts on it yet.
Yeah, no.
Straub, have you seen this?
No, I haven't seen this.
Okay. This is one day of work using AI.
I'm really busy. Can you get Sophia today?
What? No, I have a meeting. I can't.
Oh, shit. Fine.
Reporting what is being called a geomagnetic storm. This is a phenomenon caused by a massive
Information as it comes available. Stay tuned to this channel for continuous coverage.
All right, we'll stop there for right now. And we'll continue here in just a second.
Can I
Blabs?
just say that this? So I saw this already. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll wait. I'll wait till the very end to say my thoughts then.
Well, no, go ahead and say what you're going to say now.
Because it shows what happens next, so I don't want to spoil it for Straub.
Okay.
Straub, this is the first time you've seen this.
Yeah, first time. I will say, well, I have a few thoughts. But
Fire away.
I don't think it looks obviously as good as it could look. However, I mean, it's solid enough for like AI for a day, I guess. But I'm gonna be honest, I love end of the world like disaster movies. Like I really enjoy that genre. Like,
Well, you must have loved the late 90s. That's
Yeah,
all we had.
I love those. Like I could just like watch those on repeat all day long. I'm not even gonna lie. So like honestly, I would love to see this like as a real movie. Like I'd be down to watch it. But you know, some of the scenes are a little like I feel like they look a little weird. Like I don't like how it was shot necessarily. Well, it wasn't shot, but you know.
Has that AI jank to it? There's still a little bit AI jank to it, right?
Do you remember the 2012 Avengers where like in New York City all the buildings are falling down? I was getting like severe Timu Avengers 2012 vibes from that.
Sure. Let's go continue here. Before Phoenix, I'm going to give you the floor here in just a minute because I know you have a lot to say
Poor
here.
Phoenix.
Sophia! Mom! I love you.
By the way, a lot of people pointed out that Cybertrucks do not have an engine, so that's one important thing. There's no when it comes to it. It just sounds like nothing going by. Here we go.
I'm on my way. I need you to hide. Get underground.
I like how her hair moves inside a car. Did anyone else notice that? The wind in her hair, but like she's just driving, dude.
I need you to hide. Get
Just wait for
underground.
There.
Yep, there's certainly some of that. It even has the action slow-mo scene.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So chat says plain talk.
Yeah, plain talk. Ooh, the classic zoom in on the eyeball. Nice. No. I don't know what that meant, but all right, I guess she's going to save her child. Very fortunate, by the way, to have that Cybertruck just sitting there. Otherwise, she would have been toast.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I feel like this is an ad for Tesla.
Yeah, it's a great ad for Tesla.
But like again, there's no engine, so it's a shitty great ad.
Right. Whee! got out of town real quick. Wow.
Very quick.
And then a blimp.
No, I have not seen this far in this. I'm excited. Oh, look at all those very nondescript cars. By the way, she definitely dead. I'm just saying, like,
There's no way.
your body that way. I'm just saying,
You're
your body
contorting-
twisted.
Yeah, no,
you
no,
have
you dead, feller.
you have ripped your torso in half. Your spine is no longer connected, and you are looking up at heaven.
Good morning, Sleeping Beauty.
Whoa! Hey,
Wait for
Cash.
it.
Why don't you get the president on the phone?
We have her.
I'll be right there.
What?
Tic Tacs.
Good old Cash. We got a little Donald Trump there. That's good. All right, so that is all apparently AI done apparently in one day. Now we don't know how much money was spent
How many
on
credits?
this. How many credits?
Right.
Didn't
How
they
many
say
times?
$39 worth of credit? Because that doesn't seem right, but I could have sworn I read that.
I think I read that as well, but I'll
Yeah.
tell you, if you're going to get $39 worth of credits and you're going to be able to deliver that, you got to really have a good idea of what you're doing with AI.
Yeah.
Because that is next level. They have posted another one, by the way, which we can maybe look at that. They just posted one about 36 minutes ago.
Wow.
But Phoenix, well, I think your post over on X says a lot, but I'll let you kind of take it from here because you are not a fan of AI. As a matter of fact, you're very much against AI from an artistic perspective.
Yeah, this is such a big conversation. I think we can I want to die, period. That's like my response to all this. Pretty much it.
Fair.
Yeah, look, it's I don't even know where to begin because there's so much I would need to talk about as to why I feel this is a great harm. Here's what I'll say.
We are on
Yeah.
a podcast, Phoenix, so you have the open
I know.
floor to say
But
anything you want.
No one wants to hear the art guy talk about art.
No,
So what
we
I'll say
do.
is this.
We do. I
What I'll
want to
s-
hear you talk about this, Phoenix.
Yeah.
What I will say is this. Look, it's obviously an incredible tool. It's here. It's not going anywhere now, right, at all. So actually, let me take this from a very different perspective and say what I'd like to see from AI since it is here, okay? I think that's a different perspective than most. So one thing that a lot of people, as viewers, that you may not be aware of that goes into any kind of artwork, and I'll even say that Michael Bay stuff is artwork in a sense, okay, is that the collaboration that goes between things, so you're talking to the actors, and then the actor on the set has a different perception of what that character could be, and the cinematographer has a different perception of what that could be. And the great thing about finding great talented artists and getting them as a team, just like you would have a great sports team, is that together you make something that originally may not have been on that page. So your original vision into something changes because of all the talent surrounding you. It makes you think critically of the decisions that you were going to make, and you're bettering off of each other, and you're making something that much better. And it's those little things that, believe it or not, actually truly do add up artistically to the product that you would enjoy, right? So I would like to see in AI some way of you being able to, I guess, have the AI learn what cinematographer you would want, what actors, you can train it to be able to come up with decisions. That way you could have some kind of collaborations with the machine to have something that feels more unique to you, right? So if you're the director of this thing, you're the prompter, that you would have a way of almost having a conversation amongst them. That way that your end result feels more unified as opposed to more random, right? That is what I would like to personally see in these things. And I think then you have a better shot at having these things feel a little bit more soulful. Right now, it's just a lot of action sequences put together, and they're very impressive. I can't look at that and lie and not say that. That is absolutely mind-blowing. Great job to the machine primarily, and those that kind of helped make the machine make its magic there. The only thing I would say as that I think that the audience can relate to, I'm going to save my artsy fartsy shit for later, or for me, What I will say, and just question the audience, a lot of you guys and gals are fans of Star Wars, the Avengers, things like that, and really think back to those moments where you were sitting in that theater and Captain America says, assemble, and people had the goosebumps and the hair stand up on their arms, and that unified experiences of us all going to the movies and waiting for that conclusion and then seeing them defeat Thanos, spoiler alert. That unified experience happens because we have people that make stuff for us, and we go and we enjoy that as a unified experience. It's something to watch together. When every single person has the power to do that, I'm not saying good or bad, I'm just saying question this. If all of us have our own Avengers movie, every single one of us has that movie that we're watching isolated in our room, what happens to culture when there's literally nothing for us all to have a shared experience with? Because that's how culture worked. Back in the day, you had a small town and you had a culture within that town, and that dictated the laws, the fashion, the movement of everything that happened in that town. And when you strip away that no one goes outside, I don't mean that literally, but just no one is going out to have a shared experience, what happens when there's no unification amongst anyone, and the only thing you're left with is the narcissism of your wanting to see your own thing and see yourself in this thing, and it's not shared to anyone? So just think of, what does that mean to not, like, if you're going to have kids, you're not going to have that Star Wars movie anymore to rally behind. You're just watching your own thing. So just consider that as a potential alarm, and maybe you can remedy it. I don't know. I want to die in the process. Bye.
Well, I'll say this: when it comes to, we have a starting point for AI when it comes to animation, and you look at what was just made right there, and yeah, there's a lot of flash, not a whole lot of substance. There's no story. You know that, hey, something bad happened. It's very, paper thin when it comes to the story. But that's not the idea here. The idea was that you were showing off the impressive buildings being destroyed, and the fact that they were able to put together an entire scene like that, and the character looks the same the entire time. There's some sort of interaction happening. There's some very high level drama, a little bit of story, right? That was accomplished there. But when you look back at what AI has, where it came in, just this is 2023. And comparing this to what you saw, this was, the old Will Smith eating spaghetti here. And you look at the progression of this in just a few years. In 3 years from now, by 2030, you're going to see some ridiculous stuff.
And you won't have a prompter either. There'll be no prompter. Because if you think about it, who's the most useless person in this whole area of talent here? It's the machine. It's not you. You get rid of you. Why do we need you for?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. But that's where we're at now, man. And that is the baseline right there. Will Smith, of all things, of all the things that Will Smith has contributed to society, the slap, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
real fast. If I
yes.
would ask any Star Wars fan out there, what is the most iconic line that Han Solo said? Arguably, it's I know.
I know.
That was not the script. Mm-hmm. That was not the director. That was Harrison Ford as an actor making that. And I know that seems small, but it's everything, guys. It's everything. And now understand that the cinematographer, the set dressers, the fashion designers, the hair and makeup, all those people had their I know moment. And that's what gave you Empire Strikes Back. It was that. It wasn't typing in a thing and then letting the machine do the imagination for you. Imagination is like going to the gym and working out. It's a muscle, and it's made better when you collaborate with people. I can't tell you how many times I've pitched an idea to this team here, and then they've said, oh, but how about this? You go, oh, shit, that's way better. And so that kind of thing makes the product better. And more importantly, it also makes it more uniquely to you, and it's your output. It has soul to it because it is essentially you, your team, etc. And my fear is what happens when we no longer have that soul in it and it's just essentially driven by the machine. What happens to culture is my big question.
Well, in theory, AI is taking everything that was from culture previously, and it's gathering information to create this new thing. right? So yes, I think you're right from that aspect, and I know is a great example of that. You know, it's excellent. Well, we will. You know, it's funny, behind the scenes, Phoenix and I were talking about this idea of me trying to bring him AI stuff to see his thoughts on it. I think that'd be an interesting show concept.
I want to die is always the answer.
maybe that's the name of the show. I want to die.
Yeah. Yep. Period. Yeah.
Do you have common sense? Well, if you did, you'd hit the subscribe button right here.